What's up, everyone? It's Q from Retro Q Game. We're back with another playthrough of Resident Evil 2 US imported DualShock version. We're going to get started on this one. We're going to do a Leon... No, wait, we've already done a Leon. We're going to do a Claire A and Leon B run through. Now, before I get into that, there's something I want to mention. Previously, because of my unfamiliarity with this particular version of the game, a friend of mine who was watching the playthrough, and he noticed the part last night where I got into a mode that I have never ever seen in my history of Resident Evil 2. He actually told me, and based on had seen something I said regarding the Arrange game, that unlike Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut, which the Arrange game in that was a completely different thing, and it basically made the game in a almost different order. You would do things in a different order, items and enemies and weapons and all will be in different places, you would go through in a different route, etc, etc. Apparently the Arrange game in Resident Evil 2 is nothing like that. It's actually just an easier mode of the standard game, but you get you do more damage, you take less damage, and in your item crate you actually have a submachine gun, Gatling gun and rocket launcher from the start with infinite ammo of all three. So I'm actually going to be skipping that for that particular reason, and we're going to get started with our Claire A and Leon B playthrough. As usual, the commentary will mostly be on design choices, which we've already covered almost all of, so there's going to be very little of that. The same with the A and B changes. We've already covered a lot of that stuff, and the Claire and Leon differences too, for the most part. So it's going to be a bit sparse in this particular run through, but we'll see how it goes. We're also going to play fast and loose with one other extra little thing, which I'll get to now in a minute. But anyway, on to Resident Evil 2, Claire A, and Leon B. I almost forgot the other one for a second there. As usual, it's going to be nice and quiet during the cutscenes, so if you're watching this for whatever reason, it's going to be nice and quiet. You can actually sit down and enjoy it.
Resident Evil 2.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation in the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
Finally here.
That guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening? Ha! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer. There! Buckle up.
Okay. What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
I realize this is still during the cutscene, but one thing you'll notice is they went head on into the pole this time. At the start of our Leon A campaign, they carried it at 180 before it hit. It makes sense so that Claire and Leon can get out on whatever side of the car that's appropriate to the scenario.
Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
So straight away we're going to play a bit fast and loose. Let's see how it goes. There's a reason for it, which we'll get to now in a minute.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Ooh. Sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Now we'll see something slightly different based on what we already know. You can still hear the zombies break in the window and kill him. So close. Almost made it through there without getting hit. Tank controls screwed me slightly. So it may or may not be apparent what I'm doing yet, but if it's not, what I'm actually doing is I'm going to get to the police station without picking up any items. And what that allows us to do is find our new special friend zombie who has something for us. Purposely take a tiny little bit of damage here, and then hopefully at least only once. There we have it. Made it to police station without taking any damage. Wait, that's not right. Taking a little bit of damage, but picking up no items. And here we go. There's Brad Vickers' zombified version. Now, Brad is a super zombie of sorts. He takes a lot of damage. Whereas you can kill a normal zombie in a couple of bullets, Brad will take almost up to 2 clips to kill. So while you can, or should I say, while you need to get here to actually spawn Brad without picking up any items, once you have him spawned, you can actually come inside, pick up some stuff, particularly some ammo because he does take a lot to kill. Thankfully, there's a lot of bullets right there. And we can go back outside. And Brad will still be down there. There he is. So there you have it. We put almost a whole clip into him and he hasn't even flinched. He's getting back up. This is over a clip. So that took us 18 bullets to drop him. 18 bullets to kill a single zombie. I'm actually going to use this herb because we did take a little bit of damage. And one other thing that I'm going to do as well, which will not make for interesting watching at all, but I'm going to do it anyway, is during our previous playthrough, or playthroughs, I mentioned in the STARS office, there was that desk where you could get a hidden item. We're going to get that.
Hang in there. Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything. at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But...
Just go.
Okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
So you can see the cop being on the brink of death and almost zombified is a campaign A thing. It's not just specific to Leon because, you know, he's a cop and all that. One thing as well that I noticed during the B campaign is that when you use the electronic keycard to open those locks, it actually unlocks the library door upstairs as well. You don't need to do it in A because you'll pass through that way naturally. So it's just a slight change. Just in the odd chance that you're jumping straight in on our Claire playthrough and have not watched the Leon one, I'm actually going to leave the files as usual. And what I mean by that is I'm going to slowly go through them so that you can pause it on a page if needed. And boom, what was that? But once again, the majority of this has already been covered in our previous ones, so a lot of it won't be touched on again. It's always a bad idea to try to take on a licker with a handgun, by the way. But apparently that doesn't stop me. Because of a slight difference between the characters and their design and the campaign and what they can actually carry and what they can't, Claire can't actually do this puzzle just yet. Because she doesn't have a lighter. Her key item is the lockpick. something silly here. And no, it wasn't that I backed myself into a corner. It was I put myself in a situation where I have to use more ammo than I intended to use, which will make sense now in a second. So here we have it. Special change of costume for Claire Redfield. She only has one optional costume. I could have sworn she had two for some reason. I know Leon has two, but for Claire, she gets one and a new gun. A Colt single action army. Revolver Ocelot would be proud. Couple of things to note about the single action army. It only holds 6 shots since it's a 6-shooter as opposed to a standard style handgun. It fires considerably faster. It does a little bit more damage than any normal handgun. And it reloads very fast. The problem is it's great for dropping, say, like maybe 1 or 2 zombies very fast. But if you come across a horde of zombies, it's not too great. And the reason for that is just because you're generally reloading so often, even if you only have to go into menus to do it. Now, I'm just going to empty out my normal handgun first. Just to not completely lose out on bullets. And I was firing slow there, if anyone was wondering, manually one at a time. And Claire also actually, let me see if I can get a better angle with this. She holds it hip fire style, and she's gonna fan the hammer, which is why it can shoot so fast. I suppose just to clarify, if you're not familiar with what fanning the hammer is, it's an old technique used with revolver style 6-shooter guns where you could actually hold the trigger all the way in, and what you could do is essentially, what was the best way to describe it, hit the hammer of the actual gun back with your hand and it would automatically snap in and shoot the next bullet. So you could essentially, with practice, do it very fast and get off some nice shots. Nice consecutive high-speed shots. Or if you're an Overwatch player, you're probably McCree and you know all about this. In which case, please get a real character. But I think it's a little bit strange. It was a strange choice for them to include as an optional weapon. Sure, I suppose it plays a little bit of has a little bit of a novelty factor. our lovely pal, the grenade launcher. Once again, a clear exclusive. So here's where this is going to get a bit tedious, because we have to check this desk 50 times. And we're already on 10. 15. 20. 25. 30. 35. I think I have my count going correctly. 40. 45. No, I was a bit off. There we have it. We have our new secret hidden film. So let's go get this hidden secret film developed and see what's actually on the roll. I've hyped it up for 2 games now, so we're gonna get it done at long last. I actually thought that searching the desk 50 times would take longer. I could have sworn the message was longer and slower. So, the film in Wesker's desk was a photo of a young Rebecca Chambers in her basketball outfit. Kind of creepy, no? Anyway, it's irrelevant for the moment. And yes, that was it. That's what I've been hyping up for 2 playthroughs now. Jump scare. Jump scare. I toyed with the idea of letting those grab me just to show it on camera, but no. Apparently I'm getting extremely careless with my ammo after seeing how much of it I had during my 2 previous playthroughs. That ends now. Similar to Resident Evil 1, if you do examine the keys in your inventory, it does change the name of them on the inventory screen, as well as when you use them to open doors and discard them. That gives you a general idea of the speed of the gun. But you also see that put me through half my clip, just with that quick little burst.
Leon!
Claire, you made it!
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
So that's an extra small little difference. During Leon's A campaign, we actually ran into Claire in the STARS office. And then when we came in here, the room was full of zombies. But because Claire, obviously, she just saw Sherry escape into this room, they couldn't exactly have a whole thing of zombies right there in front of her. So they moved the meeting in here. And of course, no custom handgun parts, since Claire's weapons can't be upgraded. Jump scare. So there's something we notice. That's another difference as well. This one is a Claire and Leon difference rather than an A and B difference. When we were here during Leon A, we got the plugs, the chess piece plugs. And then during Claire's campaign, we got the stones. Which of course we're getting again here. Could have actually skipped that original zombie there that I killed. Because of the camera angle, I couldn't get a good angle to see if the blood had came out from underneath him. So we got the lighter as Claire. The fact that it's just a regular item for her. So first things first, we'll go back and use it to make the most of our little trip. I'm gonna try look for ammo down the end one more time. I could have sworn it was there for both characters. Evidently not. I didn't pick up those zinc ribbons. I'll get them on the way back. You can see how fast the reload for that is. Actually, and I really hope this footage isn't messing up right now. Jump scare. That one actually got me during our Leon A. And I don't know if it happened or not, but a moment ago I believe that the footage might have messed up for just a couple of seconds. Hopefully it's all back in order. We get our bow gun, since we originally skipped it in the intro. Because we were getting the extra costume, so we couldn't pick it up from the dead owner. Now the same thing happens if you try to go out the other door from the B campaign. We've all seen it in our previous A, where the zombies just come in during the loading screen. And of course, we all know what that is. It feels like some of Claire's... It feels like she gets gypped on some of her ammo locations. Still a decent weapon at close range. Well, we all know there's ink ribbons there, but to be honest, we're just going to ignore it. I mean, I already have, what, 6, 8, 12 ink ribbons? It's more than enough that we're going to need. Now, some grenade rounds here would be opportune, but I don't have it on me. I'm not taking the most opportune routes through this, the most efficient routes through this based on where we are and what we're doing. Just kind of going all willy-nilly. Overall though, we're still going to hit the main same places. See how often I have to reload? That's why even with the menus, it's a bit inefficient. You know, we already know what that is. We're not gonna pick it up. It's technically just a waste of space. I mean, I'm not gonna develop it. It's basically just me having to store it somewhere. It's better to have a something like a grenade launcher or a bowgun here. But it can be done like that. It's just a bit more dangerous and risky. Oh, I'm actually out of ammo. That's not good. Infamous jump scare. I need to get by him, pick up an item, get into a room, hopefully avoid a liquor, and get back out. Even though technically I suppose this could have waited till a little bit later. He's jumping at me. This could potentially kill me. Kind of a waste, really. this is why I mentioned back in my Leon A playthrough that I consider his story a little bit easier. He gets a bigger variety of weapons. I mean, at this point, sure, Claire technically has more weapons, but Leon has the upgraded handgun. At this point, he also has a shotgun, which has considerably more ammo by the practical applications of it, compared to her crossbow gun.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy and she will turn into a zombie within the hour like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her completely. And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please, I'd really like to be alone now.
Wait.
Let me go!
Easy, easy there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now.
Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
The chemical plant? Then what are you doing here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right. But it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
So a slight difference in the Sherry cutscene. If I remember correctly, during our Claire B, she didn't contact Leon. But given how much Resident Evil I've played the last few days, it's kind of hard to remember. Well, remember that one specific thing.
Chief?
So yeah, I actually have to resort to using my grenade launcher against standard level enemies. It's no one's fault but my own, really. At least thankfully there was no zombies there. See, here's another one where Claire's getting screwed over. There used to be ammo here. See what I mean? It's not just that her weapon layout and all is different and less effective, if you ask me, but she actually definitely gets less ammo. Come on, dogs. I know you're out there. Once again, we're going to go through with the optional puzzle. It benefits both games, so... And there's another one that's different. There used to be something there. For some reason I want to say it was a first aid spray. Once again, it's the same deal. Since Claire's game takes place on the opposite side of the shared area, shared sidekick area, she has no need to go down through there. So that's going to be it for our first part of this playthrough for the Claire A campaign. So we'll leave it here. We got, based on our time, I'd say we got a little bit further, a little bit quicker. But we have a little bit more ammo issues. We'll see how they continue on, anyway, with the next part of Claire A Resident Evil 2.